Consider Thomas Edison's legendary persistence. Before successfully inventing the light bulb, he faced thousands of failures. As a prolific inventor with over 1,000 patents, Edison's numerous setbacks didn't deter him. Each failure served as a vital lesson, guiding him toward innovations such as the phonograph, telegraph, and motion picture. Imagine if Edison had allowed early failures to halt his endeavors. His example compels us to evaluate our own responses to setbacks. How do you handle failure? Do you give up, or do you learn and persist? What might you accomplish if you continue to push through adversity? Maintaining an optimistic outlook is crucial, especially during tough times. Positive thinking isn't about ignoring problems. Rather, it's about acknowledging challenges while maintaining confidence in our ability to overcome them. This approach is fundamental to developing a growth mindset. That is the belief that our abilities and intelligence can be developed through dedication, learning, and perseverance. Now let's delve into strategies for mastering our mindset and rethinking our approach to our challenges. Because by learning from the resilience demonstrated by figures like Edison, we can foster our own growth and encourage those around us to surpass their perceived limits. Historically, it was believed that human brain development halted after childhood. However, modern neuroscience has debunked this, showing that the brain continually evolves and adapts throughout life. Despite these advancements, many people still cling to the outdated belief that one's intelligence and capabilities are fixed from birth. Carol Dweck distinguishes between two fundamental attitudes toward intelligence and ability. People who adhere to a fixed mindset tend to view their intelligence and abilities as static and unchangeable, leading them to avoid situations where they might make a mistake or appear lacking. They often feel a need to consistently demonstrate their competence, which can result in avoiding challenges, giving up easily, and feeling threatened by the success of others. In contrast, individuals with a growth mindset perceive their current lack of knowledge or skill as a temporary state, believing that intelligence and abilities can be developed through dedication and hard work. They are less concerned with appearing capable and more focused on learning. This perspective allows them to embrace mistakes and setbacks as opportunities for development, driving them to persistently pursue and achieve their goals. Beyond academic benefits, adopting a growth mindset offers several other advantages like reduced burnout, fewer psychological issues, and decreased behavioral issues. We often encounter people focused on every possible issue, seeing what could go wrong instead of the potential for good. Perhaps you know someone like this, or maybe you recognize these traits in yourself. I've witnessed incredible changes in people's lives when they shift their focus from negativity to positivity. Many people accept less than ideal circumstances in various aspects of their lives. Rather than exploring opportunities for improvement, they dwell on the negatives, leading to lower expectations that match their perceived realities. But what if you chose to boost your self-belief and align your thoughts with your aspirations and goals instead of downscaling your dreams? You can make this choice. The decision is yours. If shifting to a positive outlook seems daunting, here are several strategies to help guide you. Firstly, replace negative thoughts. Whenever you notice a negative thought, counter it with a positive one. For example, if you think, "I've lost my best client," reframe it by adding, "Yet this opens up room for new opportunities." Secondly, focus on the positive in every situation. Initially, this may feel forced, but with practice, it becomes more natural. For instance, if you're facing unemployment, instead of dwelling on the loss, ask yourself, "What can I learn from this?" Or what new doors might this open? And then practice daily gratitude. Set aside time each day to reflect on 3 things you are grateful for. This practice helps shift focus from what's lacking to what's abundant. Then monitor your mental imagery. Be wary of the tendency to imagine the worst outcomes. Assess whether these thoughts are realistic and likely. Because often our fears are overblown, and the scenarios we fear most are not as likely or disastrous as we imagine. Then, recognize the scientific basis for improvement. Acknowledge that our brains are designed to develop and learn. Engaging in new experiences can establish or strengthen neural connections, essentially rewiring your brain, leading to increased capability and intelligence. Then, overcome negative self-talk. Many people battle a negative inner voice that contradicts a growth mindset. Shift thoughts like, I can't do this, to, I can accomplish this through practice, in order to nurture a growth-oriented mindset. Then, emphasize process over outcome. Society tends to celebrate end results, but fostering a growth mindset involves valuing the process and the effort invested, acknowledging strategies, persistence, and resilience. Then seek constructive feedback. When people receive progressive feedback on what they did well and where they can improve, it creates motivation to keep going. Feedback is also associated with a pleasurable dopamine response, bolstering the growth mindset. And then step outside your comfort zone. Personal growth often involves discomfort, as it means going beyond what's familiar. Learning new skills can be uncomfortable due to their newness and potential for mistakes. But rather than avoiding it, seek out this discomfort as a sign of progress. And also understand the role of pain in facilitating growth. Because pain encourages us to make decisions that promotes growth, serves as a catalyst for change, motivates us seeking assistance, stimulates our creative thinking, and adds to our knowledge and experience otherwise we would not have had. Remember, character is developed by long suffering. By embracing discomfort and understanding the role of pain, you pave the way for significant personal growth. And lastly, embrace failure as a learning opportunity. Acknowledge that failure, setbacks, and initial confusion are integral to the learning journey. Approach new experiences with a curiosity-driven mindset. Your perception of yourself is largely influenced by your thoughts. You have the power to shape your life's direction. If your current situation isn't fulfilling, take action to change it. But also take time to appreciate what is going well in your life. Cultivate positive thinking. William James once noted that the most significant discovery of his generation was the understanding that individuals can transform their lives by changing their mental attitudes. The principle is simple. As you think, so shall you be. Replace old, exhaustive thoughts with fresh, creative ones filled with faith, love, and goodness to reshape your life. Your life's quality is primarily determined by the thoughts that occupy your mind, not just by external conditions. To change your circumstances, start by reframing your mindset from circumstance defining you to you defining the circumstance. Envisioning who you are, how you are, and why you are, and then responding from that mindset, and not the one where someone's behavior or the circumstance dictate your reaction. As Viktor Frankl said, between stimulus and response, there is a gap. In that gap lies your choice and your freedom. Focus on mindfully taking that gap in situations before you respond. Remind yourself who, how, and why you are within that gap, and choose to respond from that and not from the situation's dictation. Develop this vision in detail, believe in it, and work toward it consistently. Remember, you reap what you sow. Sow healthy responses, and you will gain healthy reactions. Sow unhealthy responses, and reap unhealthy reactions. These tools and techniques help you replace unhealthy thoughts with vibrant, dynamic ones, effectively rewiring your mind for success. To finish off, here are 3 lessons to enhance positive thinking. Firstly, build your confidence in order to diminish your problems. Confidence is crucial in how you perceive and tackle problems. Norman Peale highlighted the self-fulfilling prophecy effect. Expecting failure often leads to it. Counter this by imagining positive outcomes and goals, then visualizing potential obstacles. This method, known as mental contrasting, is scientifically proven to influence behavior positively and resiliently. Second lesson, your attitude shapes your life. Peele famously said, "Your world is nothing more than the thoughts you have about your experiences." Your response to events shapes your reality. For instance, a near miss with a car can be viewed as a life-halting moment, or also a precious reminder of life's value. Choose how you interpret and react to life's events. And then the third lesson, envision a worry-free future. Reduce worry and its effect on your health by practicing a draining your mind technique. It's about closing your eyes and envision a future devoid of current worries. It helps us practice a positive forward movement mindset, setting our minds on what can be and what is possible. We are not ignoring the reality in front of us, but setting our mind on hope while we engage with the challenges in front of us. Then reopen your eyes, feeling refreshed and lighter. These lessons and practices are designed to guide you toward a more optimistic and fulfilling life. Remember, the journey to a positive mindset begins with a single thought. Embrace these lessons and rewire your thought patterns towards success and well-being.